Now in earlier videos we have already studied that a body starts sliding over a rough surface only when the external force applied to it makes the friction force approach its limiting value. So if there is a ground, if there is a rough ground and there is a block of mass m over it, and if we start applying a force F, then there will be a force of friction generated between the block and the ground. Now this force of friction will keep on increasing in value as the F increases. So F increases, friction will also start increasing. But at certain value of F, this friction becomes equal to its limiting value, and after that the value of static friction does not increase any further and the body starts sliding over the rough surface. At this point, the value of friction is given as coefficient of friction into the normal force. So if this force is equal to mu n, then friction will be equal to Fn. In this condition, the body will start sliding over the rough surface. So this is the important condition that we have to keep in mind. Now let us say that there is another condition, that we have a ground, and let us say it is a smooth ground. There is no friction on the ground, and there is a block on the ground of mass, say capital M, and there is another block which is kept on this block with a mass small m, and we are applying force on this block, on the lower block. Let us say that the surface between capital M and small m is a rough surface, and it has some value of friction. Let us say it has some coefficient of friction which is mu on this surface, but on the ground there is no friction, it is a smooth ground. Now if we start applying force, since there is no friction on the ground, the total system of m plus m will start moving in this direction with some acceleration. So let us say when F is applied, an acceleration A is generated, and both the blocks will start sliding with this common acceleration. We'll call it a common acceleration. This will be equal to, by second law of Newton, F equals to ma, so A will be equal to F upon m. Now the total force here is capital F that is being applied, and the total mass on this point on the surface will be the mass of the entire system. So it will be capital M plus small m. So this will be the value of common acceleration at which both the blocks are sliding together in the direction of force. Now if we just talk about the small m, then we can say for small m, force of friction, because here the surface is not smooth, so there will be some friction force. So the friction force here will be in this direction F, and because of this F there will be a force on the smaller block, on small m, in the forward direction, because forces are always in pair. So for small m, this force of friction F is equal to ma, because it will have the tendency to make the small m block slide. So this will be equal to, if we put the value of A here, so this for small m, for this block, this will be the value of force of friction which is working over it. Now if this force of friction approaches the limiting friction, if this force of friction approaches the value of limiting friction, that means at that point, at that particular value of friction, the upper block will start sliding over the lower block. So we can say that at limiting friction, FL, the upper block, we can write it here as FL is F upon m plus m, and this was the value of friction that was there, and at FL we know that this value of force should be able to approach the limiting friction which is given as mu n from here. So this is the force that is being applied between the two surfaces of the block, and when this force approaches the limit of FL, which is mu n, then the body will start, at this limit the small m will slide over the lower block capital M. So if we solve this, now this normal reaction will not be the reaction at this point, it will be a reaction between these blocks. So this in downward direction is mg and in upward direction it is n. So this will be equal to mu into small m into g, and if we solve these two, then can find the value of f, which will be mu m plus m g. So that means this force, this value of force, when this force becomes equal to mu m plus m into g, then there will be the friction between the two blocks will approach limiting friction, and the block on the top will start sliding over the block at the bottom. Now let us understand this with an example also. Now let us say that we have a smooth surface and there is a pulley. There is a mass capital M hanging from it, and here we have a bigger block of say 20 kg and a smaller block placed over it, let us say of 5 kg, and the string is attached to 20 kg. Now suppose we have to find the value of M. We can write find value of M for which block A slides over block B. Suppose we have to find that value of M which generates a force so that block A, which is the top block, will start sliding over the block B. Now this surface, the lower surface on which block B is kept, let us say this is smooth, and there is a coefficient of friction between A and B, and the value of this coefficient of friction is 0.2. Now for low values of M, let us say that initially the value of M is such that both the blocks A and B are sliding together. So we can write here for low values of M, A and B will move together. Now in downward direction there will be force mg, there will be tension here, retention in this direction. There is no friction on between the block B and surface, the surface is smooth, but there is friction between A and B, and this friction there will be between A and B will be in this direction, and due to this friction a similar force F will be applied in this direction. Now let us say that this block M is moving downward with force A, with acceleration A. So these two will also slide with the same acceleration. So for the smaller block, mg is in downward direction, so we can write the equation mg minus t equals to ma. This will be our first equation for this block. Now for this system, when A and B are moving together, then the total mass of the system will be equal to 25 kg, and since this A plus B is only moving because of the tension in the string, we can say that T is equal to ma, where m is 25 and this is A. So this will be our second equation. You can also do it by making free body diagram. For this block, the free body diagram will be like this, and for this system of block the free body diagram will be this way, and acceleration will also be in this direction. Vertical direction also it has 25 g, but that will be balanced by the normal reaction. So we are not concerned about vertical forces, we are concerned about only those forces which are making these blocks slide. So that is because of T. So T should be equal to 25A, so that they are sliding. Now from solving these two we can find the value of A, which will come out to be m upon 25 plus into g. Now if we just make the free body diagram of block A only, because we have to find at which value of M A will start sliding. So let us make a free body diagram of block A only. Now this block will apply its weight over block B, so it will be 5g in downward direction and the normal force N will be in upward direction. Now in this direction, in horizontal direction, there will be no tension on block A because the string is not connected to A, it is connected to B. So tension will try to move block B only, while A is moving only because of this force of friction that we made here. The force of friction between A and B because of B will be in this direction towards left, and because of this and third law of Newton, a similar force, equal force F will be in forward direction. That means if block A starts sliding, it will slide only because of this force. So in free body diagram we will mark this force. Now and the body starts sliding in this direction. So from here we can say that the force that is applied on block A, F, will be equal to 5A because the mass of it is 5. If we put value of A from here, then F will be equal to 5 m upon 25 plus m into g. Now this till now we have done is when the block A and B are moving together. Now suppose we increase m. Now when m increases, the force on block A and B will also increase and the friction between A and B will start increasing. Now at certain value of m, at certain value of m, the friction between A and B will approach limiting friction, which is equal to mu n or mu mg. Here small, I am denoting this m as small m. This will be the mass of A only because the normal reaction between A and B has mass of A only. So at this point, at this value of m, the friction between A and B will approach limiting friction and the block A will start sliding over block B. At this value, the value of limiting friction is 0.2 into 5, and let us say the value of G is 10. So it will be equal to 10 Newton. So that means when the force becomes 10 Newton, A will start sliding over B. So we can say when this F becomes, that is, this becomes equals to 10 Newton, block A will start sliding over B, and now we can solve this. This G will get cancelled with 10 and this will be 5m equals to 25 plus m. So m will be equal to 25 upon 4, which will be equal to 6.25 kg. So here we can say that when this block approaches the value, when this block becomes equal to 6.25 kg, at that point the force of friction between A and B will approach its limiting value, which is 10 Newton, and at this point block A will start sliding over block B.